Hey everybody, welcome to the Good Morning from the Chicken Coop podcast. My name is Kim Johnson and I am a master mindset coach, creative strategist, and also happen to be a farmer. This is my chicken coop and I come out here every day to record a podcast, to teach distinctions, possibilities, new ways of thinking, and just bring some joy into the world. So welcome to the coop and let's start your day off in a fantastic way. Hey everybody, good morning. I have a really cool project that I'm doing on the side. And I decided this a long time ago to dive into my DNA, my family history. I mean, you never get like a lot of like strong answers from people in my family when you ask questions. So I was curious. I was genuinely curious and I really wanted to understand more, especially about my dad's side of the family. Well, as it turns out, as I'm going through this, I'm learning so much not only about my dad's side of the family, but I'm learning it about my mom's side of the family. And that was not something I had anticipated because I had really known a great deal about my grandfather on my mother's side because I saw that they had, somebody else had done a huge swipe at DNA and it went all the way back to the Mayflower on my grandfather, Russell. And I was super excited about that. And I got a copy that they had done. So I have all kinds of names and all kinds of details about that. Not necessarily details that I would say give me a great, knowledge of the people themselves, but definitely that I have details on their names, but not the people themselves. And I really wanted to understand the people themselves. Like for me, that was just such a big thing. So I said, well, first let me go and DNA, do all the stuff, try to figure out some aspects of some things so that I could get some clarity on, who these people were. And as it turns out, I never knew that my grandmother's dad remarried. I did not know that. We never talked about him. My grandmother was not a fan, so we just didn't talk. And it's so crazy to me because I often forget that people are people when it comes to this stuff, and I'm like, oh, it's fascinating to me, but to her, it was a painful situation, and she didn't want to talk about it. And I can see that. I can see how this all kind of plays out now. So as I'm going through it, I'm stunned to see certain things, like I'm in the ancestry site. And I'm getting more and more excited because they're saying, oh, here's a clue. And with AI, it's unbelievable how fast this goes. What used to take forever and was extremely frustrating is taking me far less time. And yet last night, I was just doing it for 15 minutes because I have to put a timer on because I will go down a rabbit hole and I will not come out and I will spend way too much time down there. So I put the timer on just to make sure that I'm not getting lost in it. And right away, it popped up something that said, oh, you have a clue. Would you like to see your clue? Well, when someone says to you, would you like to see your clue? I mean, they're so great at getting you into it. And I was like, I'm not going to subscribe because if I subscribe, I'll never come back out. So I was doing just the minimum after getting all the results and seeing things. And then I was like, you know what am I doing? I really want to know. Why not? Because I have this connection to being I'm an only child. So being in this position of being an only child, you want to make connections to your past. You want to see who else was out there? Who did I not know? Who are the people that I come from? I just want to know. So of course, right away, I'm thinking, okay, I'll think on it. So all night long, I thought about it. All night long, I had these I really want to know, blah, blah, blah. I got up this morning and of course right away I'm like, okay, I'm totally going to do this, but I've got to put the timer on. But you click on this whole little thing. There's a little leaf and you click on it and it shows you I was able to find the 1950 census report. And on that, it was my grandmother's handwriting, who I never got to know my father's mother. She passed away 5 years before I was born, but I got to see her handwriting, what she listed, how she wrote it out on the census report. And I was just I was so enthralled with it because she answered the questions right down to the nitty gritty about the fact that my dad was a paper boy and that the little details and such nice handwriting she had, and she put it all on there. And I felt like this immediate connection to just even seeing her handwriting. And that got me thinking about, this is why these things are so big for so many people, because they're looking for connection. And it always comes back to us as human beings, being the connection freaks that we are. We really think we don't need it, but we find things to be connected to. I'm very connected to my farm. I'm very connected to all my animals, my plants, talking to them. Yeah, I get it everywhere. But this is something different, and it's something neat. So I wanted to share it with all of you, because I don't know if anybody else has ever done it, but boy, I have to tell you, it is quite enthralling when you get into it. So I hope you guys have a blessed day. I promise I'm not going to go too far down that rabbit hole each day, but I am definitely going down the rabbit hole. And I hope you have a blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.